Imagine sitting inside a passenger plane 10,000 feet in the air. Suddenly, a man stands up, straps a heavy bag of cash to his back, puts on a parachute, and jumps out of the plane, vanishing into thin air. This isn't a scene from a movie. It is the greatest unsolved mystery in aviation history. A man who defied the odds and disappeared without a trace. The mystery begins on November 24, 1971. An ordinary-looking man wearing a dark suit, a black tie, and sunglasses boards Flight 305 in Portland, Oregon. He registers under the name Dan Cooper. Shortly after takeoff, he hands a small note to the flight attendant. Thinking it's just a lonely passenger's phone number, she slips it into her pocket unread. Cooper looks at her and says in a calm, quiet voice, "Miss, you'd better look at that note. I have a bomb." The note demanded $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. If anyone played smart, he would blow up the plane. The pilots immediately notify the FBI.
I have him on the flight path near Portland. He's diverting. Confirming coordinates. Is he responsive? Negative. No response. Target is en route to Nevada.
Panic spreads through American security agencies.
Move! I have the files right here.
But Cooper was no ordinary criminal. He was incredibly calm. He even ordered a drink while waiting and paid his bill, tipping the flight attendant. He smoked cigarettes and quietly stared out the window. When the plane landed at Seattle Airport, the FBI delivered the $200,000 cash and 4 parachutes exactly as requested. Cooper safely released all 36 passengers but ordered the crew to take off again. Now, only Cooper and the flight crew were on board. He ordered the pilot to fly low and slow. It was around 8 p.m. The plane was flying over the freezing mountains and dense forests of Washington state. Cooper ordered the crew into the cockpit and locked the door.
All passengers and crew, please move into the cockpit area now.
What's going on?
Quiet, follow the instructions, now.
Minutes later, the pilots felt a sudden change in air pressure. The aft stairs had been lowered. When the plane finally landed, the FBI and police stormed inside. But the cabin was empty. Cooper had jumped into the dark, icy storm, taking the money and a parachute with him. What followed was the most extensive manhunt in history. Thousands of soldiers, FBI agents, and tracking dogs searched the rugged wilderness for months. They found nothing. No parachute, no body, and no trace of the money. D.B. Cooper had dissolved into the night. 8 years later, in 1980, a young boy found a small, rotting bundle of cash buried in the sand near a riverbank in the same forest. The serial numbers matched Cooper's ransom money. But where was the rest of the cash, and where was Cooper? Did he survive that terrifying jump, or do his bones still lie forgotten in the deep woods? In 2016, after 45 years of dead ends, the FBI officially closed the case, admitting that finding D.B. Cooper was now impossible. He became the only skyjacker in history to completely beat the system. What do you think? Did D.B. Cooper survive the jump and live a life of luxury, or did the wilderness claim his life that very night? Let us know your theory in the comments below. If you enjoyed this mystery, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more chilling historical mysteries. Goodbye.